I'm in makeup at the moment. And welcome back to the good life. Sunny day, east of England, up to 23 degrees. Beautiful day. So we promised you in the last video to show Snake Alley, a site of great bravery on my part, such stoicism and coolness, cool-headedness. So we're going to take you forward on that. In a little while in this video, you'll see the snake itself and you'll understand where my reaction came from. But before we do, I just want to take us through a little bit of history. I talked about 1650 when the first brick was laid in this house, and it was destined to be an alehouse. Vast barrels of beer would be strewn everywhere, and travellers making their way up from London through the east of England would stop off, perhaps for overnight, some sleep, some grog or some ale. But as a traveller, But if you can think for a moment what might have been on their mind at that time, 1650 was a very special time in English history, in as much that it was known as the interregnum. What that means is that prior to that, we'd had a monarchy in the UK. But there'd been an English civil war, something that may well have affected the life of our traveller. And as he sits there soaking up the sunshine, sipping his grog, he's remembering friends, perhaps family, that took part. Or Oliver Cromwell, has been running Parliament and then passed on to his legacy thereafter. And so this period of time, around 10 years, England is in fact a republic. It's not until 1660 that Charles II returns from France to reassume the throne, and the British monarchy lives to fight a second era, or epoch. France? As our sunshine soaks up the traveller, and so as our traveller soaks up the sunshine, supping his beer, he's got a lot to think about. These have been very difficult times in the country's history. The English Civil War, the monarchy is no more, England is in fact a republic, a period of interregnum. Whilst in France, Charles II is plotting his return. And when he comes back around the 1660 mark, he's reinstated on throne.
He's reinstated on the throne. Yes.
And so as our traveller makes his way up the east of England, of course he's going to stop off at the local alehouse, and that's where we are today. As he sits there contemplating the world around him, he looks back in time and he sees tumultuous times. The end of the English Civil War. Cromwell has taken control of Parliament. England is in fact a republic. And it's not going to be for another 10 years until 1660 that Charles II, who's been a dog in France, it's not going to be until 1660 that Charles II reassumes his place at the throne of England once more. But that's it for history right now. Let's go back to the wildlife, the great haven that we talked about before. We were going to move this great heap of Norfolk reed, but we've decided to leave it there. Just take a look at what happens over a 24-year-old.
A 24-year-old process. It doesn't take long. It doesn't.
And so let's take a look over a 24-hour period and let's see what a haven of wildlife
Look, you're putting me off. You're putting me off.
And so there you are. You've met Sid the snake. He is obviously a grass snake, but there are many adders out there too. So we'll include some videos of those as and when we get them going forwards. For those eagle-eyed of you, you would have noticed Mia and Blue having a minor disagreement in the background through the hole in the donkey shed. So we'll leave you to watch that. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching us. If you like us, then please subscribe, hit the bell icon, then you'll be notified of any future releases as and when we put them out. But until then, please take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon.